Archangel Michael has an urgent message specifically for you today about someone very close to your heart. You've been feeling strange energy lately around a person you deeply love. Something feels different, and you can't quite explain it. What you don't know is that two people in their life have been talking about you behind your back. These conversations aren't innocent gossip, they carry specific intentions that directly affect your relationship. The divine realm has revealed exactly what these two friends really think about you and what they've been saying. You may have noticed uncomfortable feelings at family gatherings, awkward silences when you enter a room, or strange looks exchanged between these friends. Your intuition has been trying to warn you, but you dismiss these feelings as paranoia or imagination. Archangel Michael wants you to know the complete truth before more damage occurs to the relationship you treasure. The person you love is being slowly influenced by these two friends' opinions without even realizing it's happening. This message found you today because divine timing is critical right now. Blue light protection surrounds you as this difficult truth is revealed. Archangel Michael has revealed something deeply concerning. These two friends think you're a threat to their relationship with your loved one. They see you as competition for attention, time, and influence in this person's life. Behind their polite smiles and friendly greetings when you're present, they harbor genuinely negative feelings toward you. They've been carefully planting seeds of doubt about you in your loved one's mind for weeks or even months now. Their comments are disguised as concern, but they are designed to paint you in a negative light. Are you sure they have your best interests at heart? One might say. I've noticed they seem a bit controlling lately, the other adds. Don't you think they are changing you in ways that aren't healthy? These subtle manipulations are specifically designed to create emotional distance between you and the person you love. The relationship you cherish is under deliberate attack from people who pretend to be supportive friends. Your loved one doesn't realize they are being manipulated because the influence is so gradual and seemingly caring. These two friends actually coordinate their approach. One plants the seed of doubt, and the other waters it by reinforcing the same concern from a different angle. What makes this particularly dangerous is that your loved one trusts these friends completely and has no reason to question their motives. The longer this manipulation continues unchecked, the more serious damage occurs to your precious relationship. Archangel Michael reveals this truth now because the situation has reached a critical turning point. Now you need to understand the signs that prove this manipulation has been happening. Your loved one has been pulling away from you lately without any clear explanation for the distance. Conversations that used to flow naturally and easily now feel strained, guarded, or uncomfortable. They suddenly question things about you that they never questioned before, your motives, your decisions, even your character. Their entire perspective on your past actions has mysteriously shifted to a more negative interpretation. Listen carefully to the words they use. They repeat specific phrases that sound nothing like their natural way of speaking. These phrases came directly from the two friends. Plans you make together get suddenly cancelled or postponed, and this often happens right after your loved one spends time with these friends. You notice your loved one seems confused or conflicted about you in ways that make no sense based on your actual behavior. When you express any concern about these two friends, your loved one defends them with unusual intensity that seems out of proportion. Your loved one mentions things you supposedly said or did that never actually happened. These are twisted versions of events that were reframed by the friends. Stories about you get reinterpreted into negative meanings that weren't there originally. Pay attention to timing. Conflicts between you and your loved one often occur shortly after gatherings where these two friends were present. Your loved one has started comparing you unfavorably to other people in ways they never did before. They bring up your past mistakes more frequently than they used to. Your achievements get minimized or somehow reframed as problematic rather than celebrated. You constantly feel like you're defending yourself or explaining your intentions when you never had to do that before. The emotional connection between you feels blocked by some invisible interference you can't quite identify. Trust your gut feelings about how these two friends actually look at you when they think you're not paying attention. Archangel Michael reveals the root cause of their behavior: deep insecurity and fear. These two friends are genuinely afraid of losing their position and importance in your loved one's life. They see the deep, authentic connection you share with this person, and it threatens them profoundly. One of them has been the primary influence in your loved one's life for many years and deeply resents your presence. The other friend follows along with the manipulation because they fear being left out or losing their place in the group. Their negative opinions about you aren't actually based on who you are or what you've done. They've created a distorted, exaggerated version of you in their minds to justify their harmful actions. Jealousy drives much of their behavior. They genuinely want what you have with your loved one. They envy the natural bond, the trust, and the genuine love you share. These friends may be dealing with significant problems in their own relationships and personal lives. Projecting their insecurities and failures onto your relationship makes them temporarily feel better about themselves. They've convinced themselves they are actually protecting your loved one from you. This false narrative allows them to feel righteous and justified about their manipulation tactics. Neither friend would openly admit their true motivations, even to themselves, because facing their jealousy and insecurity is too uncomfortable. The alliance between these two friends is based entirely on their mutual fear of losing control and influence. They constantly reinforce each other's negative views about you, creating a closed echo chamber. Your loved one gets trapped in the middle, caught between conflicting information and feelings they can't fully process. What these friends don't realize is that their manipulative actions will eventually be fully exposed. The truth always rises to the surface, especially when divine intervention is actively involved in protecting genuine love. Archangel Michael offers his powerful spiritual protection for your relationship during this difficult time. His brilliant blue light of divine truth will help your loved one see clearly through the fog of manipulation. Begin each morning with this specific prayer: Archangel Michael, I ask you to surround my loved one with your light of truth. Help them see clearly through any deception or manipulation. Protect our genuine connection and reveal what truly needs to be known for our highest good. Visualize a beautiful golden cord of pure light connecting your heart directly to your loved one's heart. See Archangel Michael's protective blue light filling this cord completely, making it stronger and more vibrant. Imagine any negative influences trying to cut or damage this cord simply bouncing off harmlessly, unable to affect your connection. When you feel the relationship straining or tension building, practice the clarity breath technique immediately. Breathe in brilliant blue light deeply, then breathe out any fear, doubt, or worry about your connection. This simple practice keeps your personal energy clear and prevents you from absorbing the negative projections being directed at you. Place a clear quartz crystal in a location where you and your loved ones spend quality time together. Program this crystal by holding it in your hands and stating clearly, "This crystal holds and protects the truth of our genuine connection." Wear or carry a piece of rose quartz jewelry or a small stone to maintain heart-centered, loving communication throughout your day. Before any important conversation with your loved one, touch the rose quartz briefly to center yourself. Use the powerful mirror technique whenever you must be around these two friends. Visualize a mirror made of spiritual light positioned between you and them, automatically reflecting their negative energy back to its source. This invisible mirror prevents their harmful thoughts and intentions from affecting you while allowing you to remain outwardly polite and calm. Sound clearing is remarkably powerful. Ring a small bell or wind chime in spaces you regularly share with your loved one. Sprinkle a small amount of salt water near doorways to create protective energetic barriers that negative influences cannot easily cross. These spiritual practices work subtly but powerfully to maintain energetic clarity around your relationship. Signs that your protection is working include your loved ones suddenly questioning things these friends told them, unexpected moments of deep reconnect appearing naturally, and the friend's influence gradually weakening without direct confrontation. Archangel Michael offers specific wisdom about how to handle this delicate situation. He strongly advises against direct confrontation with the two friends at this current time. Directly accusing them of manipulation will almost certainly backfire badly and make you appear paranoid, jealous, or unstable in your loved one's eyes. Instead, focus all your energy on strengthening your direct connection with your loved one through genuine quality time. Create special moments that naturally remind them why your relationship is valuable and meaningful. Share authentic experiences together without phones, distractions, or other people interfering. Listen deeply and attentively when they talk, showing sincere interest in their thoughts, feelings, and daily experiences. Express specific appreciation for things about them and your relationship that you genuinely value. Completely avoid criticizing these two friends even when you feel strongly tempted to point out their manipulation. Your loved one will instinctively defend them if you directly attack, which pushes them closer to the friends and further from you. Instead, ask gentle, thoughtful questions that encourage your loved one to think more critically without feeling pressured. Say, "How did that make you feel?" rather than, "Can't you see what they are doing to us?" Ask, "What do you think about that?" instead of declaring, "They're completely wrong about me." Plant small seeds of awareness without forcing your perspective or interpretation onto them. Share your honest feelings without placing blame on anyone. "I feel like there's distance between us lately and I really miss our close connection." Create consistently positive experiences that contrast sharply with the negativity these friends spread. Practice patience. Truth reveals itself in divine timing, not in forced or rushed timing. Document patterns you notice without becoming obsessed or consumed by them. If your loved one mentions something these friends said about you, respond with calm curiosity rather than defensive anger. Show them through your consistent actions that you're not the person being described in these conversations. Your consistency between words and actions will eventually expose the lies naturally. Trust completely that your loved one's heart knows the real truth even when their mind feels temporarily confused. Archangel Michael will orchestrate specific situations that reveal these friends' true nature without you needing to force anything. Your role is simply to remain authentic, genuinely loving, and firmly centered in truth. This challenge is actually a hidden opportunity to make your bond even deeper and stronger than before. Relationships that successfully survive manipulation attempts always emerge more resilient than they were originally. Use this difficult situation as a valuable chance to improve your communication patterns together. Create a completely safe space where your loved one feels comfortable expressing any doubts or concerns without fear of judgment. Listen carefully without becoming defensive, even when their feedback feels hard to hear or unfair. Sometimes even manipulated perceptions contain tiny kernels of truth worth examining honestly. Acknowledge any real issues while gently correcting the false narratives. "I hear that you felt hurt when I did that. That truly wasn't my intention, and here's what I actually meant." Rebuild damaged trust through small but consistent actions over time. Keep your promises reliably, show up when you say you will, and demonstrate genuine care through tangible gestures. Archangel Michael's healing blue light can actively repair energetic damage that's been done. Visualize this beautiful light flowing freely between you and your loved one during quiet moments of meditation. Practice sincere forgiveness toward your loved one for being influenced and manipulated. Remember, they were deceived, not intentionally hurtful toward you. Release any building resentment toward the two friends as well. Holding on to anger only keeps you energetically connected to the very problem you're trying to resolve. Focus on gratitude for what remains strong and beautiful in your relationship. Express your love freely and openly without waiting for the perfect moment that may never come. Physical touch, when appropriate to your relationship, helps rebuild natural energetic connection. Simple things like hugs, holding hands, or sitting close together re-establish the natural bonding that interference tried to block. The genuine love you share is ultimately more powerful than any outside interference could ever be. Archangel Michael reveals with certainty that this difficult situation will ultimately resolve in your favor. Truth has an inherent power to expose itself regardless of how carefully it's been hidden or disguised. Your loved one will eventually see these friends' true motivations with crystal clarity. This revelation might happen through their own careful observations or through unexpected events that reveal the truth. When the full truth finally emerges, your loved one may feel embarrassed or ashamed about being deceived so easily. Choose compassion over saying, "I told you so," during that vulnerable moment. This entire experience will teach both of you invaluable lessons about discernment and recognizing manipulation. You'll naturally develop stronger personal boundaries and much clearer communication moving forward. The relationship emerging from this challenge will be far more authentic and resilient than what existed before. These two friends will naturally fade from your lives or dramatically change their behavior once exposed. Divine justice works absolutely perfectly without you needing to force anything to happen. New, genuinely supportive friends will enter both your lives to replace these toxic influences. The spiritual growth you gain from this experience prepares you both for even deeper connection. Trust completely that everything is unfolding according to perfect divine timing. Your guardian angels are constantly orchestrating ideal outcomes behind the scenes that you cannot yet see. Archangel Michael stands powerfully beside you right now as you receive this urgent message. His sword of truth is ready to defend you while opening the clear path to your highest purpose together. Begin implementing the protection practices today while this concentrated divine energy is at its strongest peak. Trust your intuition completely and the guidance you're receiving through this message. The love you share is absolutely worth fighting for with spiritual wisdom and patience. Show your heartfelt gratitude for this divine intervention by giving super thanks up to $20. This energy exchange strengthens the angelic protection surrounding your relationship and your loved one.